Today I'm going to show you how to glaze over a piece of wood or a piece of furniture that's been painted, stenciled, and then we've put one coat of Lacquer on. We are going to glaze over the Lacquer. It's just easier to work with our glaze. So using the Antique Le Glaze, we are going to brush it in the entire section. So with the Lacquer on first, it just allows the glaze to apply a lot easier. It doesn't get absorbed into the wood, so it makes it more easier for you to manipulate and get the look that you want. And it's just a lot more gentler to play with. So we want to get the glaze in all the corners because that's where your piece will age the most and all the dust will sit, and that's the look we're trying to get. So you can see I'm brushing it quite heavy into the corners, so into the frame of this cupboard. We want it to kind of gather in there and make a nice dusty frame. A t-shirt type material. I'm using sew the wrong cloth, but it's going to just have to do. And we're going to start working the glaze away from the middle towards the outer. We want more on the outer edges because that's where your dust will sit more and be more natural looking. We want to give it a bit of a jagged effect because nature isn't perfect. So we like to give it more authentic looking aging. So you can see it just doesn't get absorbed into the wood. You can wipe it away quite easily. If you've made a mistake, you can take a damp rag and wipe it all off and start again. Or if you want to add a bit more glaze, you can do so, which works better when it's over the varnish. Because I really need to do this fast, I'm going to dry this off with a hairdryer, and then we're going to just do another layer of glaze to give it some depth. So now we've done our first coat and it's nice and dry. So we're just going to make some edge sections, just so you can make it a little more authentic looking. And just give it a bit of a pattern. We're going to gently work it away, but we want this part to look a little bolder than the background. Going to dry it off again. Okay, so that's the second layer dry, and we're just going to do one last overlay here. Done here. The longer you leave this product on, the darker it's going to go, but you can't wait for it to get too dry, otherwise you can't wipe it off, except if you have a damp cloth. And that's why I like to put the varnish over the paint. And then we will varnish over this again once this is completely dry. Nice little hair caught there. So now I think that's looking nice and aged. Naturally it must look subtle, but give you that nice bit of depth. And yeah, we're going to leave this to dry and then varnish over it again.